Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's my tall, thin, small, beautiful bouquet box because it's got beautiful bouquet stamping all over it and a little bit of die cutting from that set because it's actually a bundle. Here's the stamp set, here's the bundle, or the framelits I should say, and I'm going to stamp with this one and then I'm going to cut with the same shape there. And I'm going to cut this one out as well and create this lovely flower, but I'm going to show you how to make it. So that was Elegant Eggplant, and I decided, I was looking at my paper racks thinking I have no idea what colour to go with, and I thought, you know what, I don't think I've actually used Island Indigo in the last 12 months, so much so that I couldn't remember what it was called. I was like, is it really called Island Indigo? Didn't that retire? Couldn't remember, but it is. I was thinking of Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to do some tone-on-tone stamping and just randomly stamp all over. Doesn't have to be neat or perfect. Just get it all over the box and or over the cardstock, I should say. And actually, I think this is going to show up better than the Elegant Eggplant on Elegant Eggplant did. A bit like when I did Lemon Lime Twist the other day. I do like tone-on-tone stamping though. It means you can create your own perfect background. Just keep scattering it around. There we go. So that's done. I'm going to put that off to one side and I'm going to keep my ink out because I'm going to do the die cut part now because I've got the ink out. So, whoops. Oh look, that's the one I wanted. And that's sticky. It's so sticky. This is the other one I want. So I've got my big shot over here, and I'm hoping it's all on camera. I want 3 of these eventually, so I'm just going to go through once now. Here's the first one. Oops. Oh, that didn't come out. Oh, typical. I need to go back again. Let me get another piece of Whisper White. Can't see at all what I'm doing. Let me bring it back round. Okay. Let's try that again. So at least I've got one flower. Nope, needs to go through again. Let's get the third flower and hope that that will press through now. I think it's because the Whisper White isn't as thick as other coloured cardstock, so you need to run through a couple of times. Definitely gone through now. It won't come off the cutting plate. Come off. It's that kind of a day, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so let's get that lot out of the way. And my dies. And just clear my desk again so we can see what's going on. Okay. So dies away, don't put it down, put it away, you know me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run around and ink up the edges. And then the same on this one, but I just want to flick all those bits out first. Oh, flick it across the room. Okay. And obviously with this one you can't get into all of the little bits, but it's only really the edge bit that's going to be on show. So they're done, and on my spongy mat, paper piercer in the back of it into the middle of all 3 of the flowers, and then mini glue dots to layer it all up. Now you've seen me do this with the old petite petals we used to have. I miss that punch. But it's the same principle on here. Just layer it all up. And then push really hard on all 3, and it will all bunch up, and we can fiddle around with it afterwards. But you can sort of just scrumple it all up. Now, in this one, I did use an elegant eggplant enamel shape. Now, typically, despite the fact that it's been forever since I last used Island Indigo, I don't have any of those left. So, a pearl. Okay, let's set that off to one side now and build this box, and I can put the lid back on my ink and make the box. And I've got to find my instructions now, or my measurements I should say. So there we go. Okay, 8 by 5.5 inches, 20 by 14 centimetres. On the short side, score it, no sorry, the long side, score it at 1 1/4 and 6 3/4 of an inch, which in metric is 3 17. Then on the short side, score it at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 3/4, and 5 inches, which in metric is 3 6 9 and 12. And the finished dimensions of the box: 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And again, in metric, that is 3 by 3 by 14 centimetres. And burnish all of the score lines. And that definitely, if I bring in the original, it is standing out more. I mean, I know that you're seeing it in slightly different light, but that is definitely, that Island Indigo shows up, the stamping shows up much darker. Okay, right, so with this box, the top and the bottom are exactly the same. So there's no, you don't need to make a decision as to which is, which is the top and which is the bottom. It's entirely up to you. But we're going to cut them exactly the same ways. Straight up those squares and remove the skinny bit. And exactly the same round here. Take away the skinny bit and cut straight up. So that's what we're left with. And I'm going to glue it shut and then decide which is going to be the top and the bottom. So adhesive down there. And I don't know that there's any difference, so I'm not really worried. Okay, 2 sides in and the back. And bring that one up and round. And this one we're not going to seal, but just close it over. I'm going to use ribbon to seal it. So this is the classic weave. So big length of that, and then we're going to tie a bow in the top. I'm going to do my best to. And that's what's going to keep the top shut. So you don't need to glue it down or anything, and it means that whoever you give this to, they can keep the box afterwards. Alarm reminder going off on my phone. Okay. I don't know which direction that bow is going in, but not the right one, but we don't mind. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to bring these in. There it is. Thought I'd lost it for a minute. I'm just going to lift up all of these little petal layers and push them into the centre. It's almost daffodil-like-esque-ish. And then a mini glue dot on the back of that. Actually, I want to put the mini glue dots onto here first, towards the bottom. A couple of those. And they do stick to the ribbon. And then my shape on there. Into the centre. And that's my lovely little box made. What do you think? I love it. Oh, Island Indigo. Who knew you were so pretty? Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.